Gemini, somebody is deciding that whatever decision that they initially was going to make or tried to make, it wasn't worth the news. It wasn't worth the outcome. You could have a decision to make for yourself, so you're kind of like sitting back. I'm not saying daydreaming or fantasizing on the options being the one that you want, but you're just like fantasizing on some type of communication or somebody coming in to save the day. You just have to be a little strategic. You also could be planning because you have kids or you have someone around you that you like, all right, well, how do we be strategic or how do we make sure that everything still remains balanced and or secretive? You may want to keep things quiet. Somebody could be trying to decide if they're going to send a text message about some type of strategy, about what was going on behind the scenes towards someone who has some type of balance and or peace. They're hoping to do this so that way they can renew this whatever relationship that they had between them. They're trying to figure out, okay, well, if I do this, will this help me, you know, revive my work? Will this help me do something for myself? Will this help me if I go apologize? But it's not necessarily because they actually want to. So they may still be disappointed even if they do so. Alright, so if you feel like you're going through the challenge right now, or there's just something that's like, okay, well, I'm not really sure if something's going to be practical or something just doesn't feel the same when it comes to work, make sure you're not overly fixated on something. You may have to take a step back to reattach yourself to it. You don't need to be fixated on some type of lie or making yourself look some type of way. Get out of it. There also could be a challenge because there's a earth sign woman around. So, I don't know if you're going through this. Who's going through this challenge? Somebody who don't really got no money. This definitely could have been the earth sign woman, but it seems like it turns around. So maybe you felt like this person wasn't going to have any money. I don't know if this is you, but it's giving earth sign. It's like somebody, maybe at one point you're like, oh yeah, this person don't really got no money. They don't really have no value. And then they get some type of opportunity, they get some type of property, or they do something. All of a sudden they have everything. But maybe it's a challenge because maybe you thought that they didn't have a work-life balance, or you thought that they were fixated on some type of lie. You thought they were fixated on they would be attached to something. It's like, oh, okay, well, this person thinks this is how they're going to get some type of success. Well, let me lead them into some type of trap. That way, if they get fixated on this one way, it's going to lead them into a trap. Well, then they decided, like, no, I'm just going to balance something out. I'm going to talk about things that, you know, balance or good and bad. I'm just kind of leave something else alone. I'm telling you, there was some type of map. Somebody was trying to get someone to go wherever they wanted. But they found their own direction. And they realized that something was a lie. So somebody didn't release some type of information, or somebody didn't say anything. And so maybe you were waiting on this communication because you felt like somehow this would bring some type of clarity of, like, oh, yeah, this person's just a fool. You wanted somebody to doubt who they were or where they were going, or somebody wanted this to happen to you. Okay. What else for Gemini? Whoever wanted that is going through the issue now. Okay? Whoever initially they thought didn't have no value, now they got the value, basically. All right, so there could be a Scorpio or a Sagittarius around you. This person is in and out of responsibilities, in and out of what they're trying to do for themselves, and is giving heavy manipulation. Maybe in the past they came off as somebody who you could honor and or respect, and then it seems like the more that you started to prioritize this person, balancing to adjust to their life, you're like, okay, well, no, this person's actually just moving forward. They try to control everything. They feel like in order to give, they're going to have to make sure that they feel like they were given to first. It's a whole lot of manipulation. If this is not a Scorpio or Sagittarius, this could be a Capricorn, a Cancer, a Leo, a Virgo, a Gemini. Okay, maybe a Libra. If there's a fire sign masculine and a water sign relationship, it's like somebody's like the CEO and the other person kind of tags along with them. Someone is like the head honcho and then the other person like the housewife or whatever the case may be. There may be some type of choices and or illusions that's going on with this relationship. It's like, okay, well, they give the image to social media that everybody's happy and satisfied, that this relationship is exactly where it needs to be. Yeah. And maybe this person, maybe they're engaged, or maybe they feel like, okay, well, we can continue to work until we have some type of quality. But there's some type of all talk, no action type of undelivered promises that's going on. Somebody gossiping, something that's just not going the way that it should. And this could bring up some type of issue. Because maybe you're trying to reconcile with someone, Gemini. So somebody walked away from you. They were disappointed. They walked away from this relationship. They had a whole lot of fears and illusions and emotions. They went towards this fire sign or whoever else they went towards. Something's not working well and it's becoming a challenge. And maybe they're gossiping to you about this. And you like, well, look, I'm trying to reconcile with you anyway. You know, if it's not working out, you might as well give up. Or, you know, if you feel like this person's overly protective and they're going to be sad and they're not going to let you go, you should let me know and we can figure a way out. Be careful on how you talk to somebody, because it's like you, I'm not saying go send someone to attack someone, but you necessarily like, or Gemini, you kind of ready to be, you kind of be ready like, okay, well, shit, if you want me to go do it, I'll do it. You're ready to go. Be careful when it comes to this. Okay. All right. Now, when it comes to you feeling like you have to manipulate a situation and or you feel like something that you wanted, or it's like, oh, I thought I had the magic stick, the magic wand. I thought I had some type of powers and something's not working. You feel isolated. This was self-imposed. Okay. So you need to figure out what's the routine or what threw you off routine or what routine you need to get back to in order for things to be more practical, more balanced, and you can come back down to earth. No shade, no tea.